So, does anyone know what is icebreaker?
To break ice.
Actually, according to Wikipedia, icebreaker is a ship that is designed to sail through ice-covered water. I think you might have known it, maybe not. Anyway, I hope that my journey through Toastmasters is not ice-covered. And let me break the ice by telling my story. Uh, Back in 1990, I grew up in a down south village in Sri Lanka, where we knew almost every kid around 1 mile radius or so. So with lots of friends, we had lots of troubles and lots of memories as well. So I remember this incident when I was in grade 13. When we start schooling and we go to the end of the school, we try to stop going to school. That happens to everyone. Nobody wants to go to school when they are going to school. So in grade 13, we stopped going to school like 6 months before the exams. And we had one problem that we didn't have a way to meet our friends. So what we decided was we go to school every Monday, and even before the register is marked, we would jump off the school and go play cricket. So we went to the usual ground one day, but it was occupied, so we went to another one. And accidentally, there was a girls' school next to the ground. So we couldn't help. Anyway, we started playing. And in a while, we started to see some familiar faces. When we observed closely, that was none other than our vice president of the school and the board of prefects. What had happened was some parents had called the police saying that there are some students playing in the uniform in school time. So the police had called the principal, and principal had sent these guys to bring us. So we were standing in front of the principal's office, and this clerk of the principal's office was going by and asked me, "What did you do? What are you being punished for?" So I was actually explaining him that we were pretty good. We were not doing anything bad. Because usually, a grade 13 student would go and either swim or do drugs or do alcohol or something. So, but we didn't do that, right? We were playing cricket only. So actually, he should have encouraged us because we were not doing anything bad. He was pretty convinced actually. So he went and told that to the principal. So he got more angry. So we took a 2 week ban from school. We were suspended for 2 weeks, and I was very good. I was a very good student. So my class teacher came and told me, "Okay, Nusky, you don't have to come to school anymore. It's just 6 months more. You don't have to come. You can just come and ask for any doubts if you have. You can just clear and then go home." So I was more or less unofficially banned for the rest of my schooling days. So anyway, I got through the exam somehow. Thank God for that. And then I went to work while doing my degree. So when I was working, it was a startup company with just 3 developers, and we were almost working every weekend. We were working pretty hard because the boss wanted to be like Google. So we were working, and this Christmas week, he comes on Monday at about 7:30 and calls up a meeting and tells that we have a release on Friday and we have 4 days to make it. I was thinking next day was Christmas, so we had only 3 days. I told him that. Then he already he remembered that he had cancelled all our leaves for that week, so we had no Christmas. I was not agreeing to that, and we started to, argue a bit. And being an intern, I gave a pretty good lecture on project management to him, and he anyway was pretty convinced. So he told me, "Nusky, you go home." So I thought I was fired. So I went home, and actually what he had meant was it's already around 8:30 in the night, so you go home and come to work tomorrow. But anyway, I was an intern, so I gave resignation and I already had decided that okay, I'm not going to work there anymore. So that was a dumb version of me doing those things. Maybe it's bad, but in my opinion, I think being dumb when you are young is better. Because if you think if you are 60 years old and you have grandchildren, you should have something to tell your grandchildren, right? You should have some stories to tell about yourself. Otherwise, how are you going to put them to bed? No, it's so I think it's better to be young and dumb, and I hope you all have stories to tell your grandchildren. Thank you.